Hey everybody, welcome to this month's question of the month. And of course, you can submit your own, yoganatomy.com/my question. And this month's question is I've never gotten a question this way because it's not really a question. It's a series of statements that Nelson wants me to fill in. I'll read them to you. So in dandasana, staff pose, I assume this is seated staff pose, hyperextension of the knees, A, is unlikely because that's the blank I'm supposed to fill in. B, is not a significant risk because C, risk straining the ACLs because D, risk straining the MCLs because I would appreciate if you would be so kind to answer/complete the sentences. It feels a little controlling to have you set up the sentence and then me answer it that way. But I'll play your game with you. So, hyperextension of the knees is A, unlikely because the posture itself isn't going to cause hyperextension. So, it's unlikely because your hyperextension in your knees is based on your anatomy. It's not based on the posture in this case. B, is not a significant risk. Hyperextension of the knees, is not a significant risk because, well, in this pose, you're not bearing weight. You're seated on the floor, your legs are just out in front of you. So there's not really any risk of injuring your knee if they're hyperextended when you're sitting on the floor. It could perpetuate that pattern if there's a muscular component to it, but other than that, there's no direct risk. C was hyperextension of the knees, risks straining the ACLs. There's only one though, the ACL, because it doesn't, because the ACL doesn't restrict hyperextension of the knee. So it's not gonna do anything to the ACL. The PCL, however, does ultimately, it's kind of like that, well, it's one of the structures that could restrict hyperextension of the knee. So the PCL, potentially, but again, in this posture, there's no weight bearing going on. That the amount of stress and tension created there is not going to be great. D, hyperextension of the knees, risks straining the MCLs because, same answer. You're seated. I don't think hyperextension doesn't generally affect the MCL. I mean, you could have pain on the inside of your knee for other reasons, but I don't think being in dandasana and hyperextension of the knees is going to do anything to the MCLs either. Okay, I think that answered or completed all of your sentences, Nelson. Thanks for throwing me a curveball there. I appreciate it. If anybody else has a curveball they want to throw my way, go to yoganatomy.com/my question, and I'll do my best to get it answered for you.